Good morning, guys. You joined me at my vanity. I'm getting ready for the day. I wasn't gonna start filming yet because I feel like I just did like a morning vanity chat with you guys, but I have to tell you something funny. So I decided I'm gonna do my own brows today. I'm just gonna do it. You know, I'm gonna save myself time from running up to the mall and getting them done and just, you know, I was like, I'm just gonna do them myself. So we started with this eyebrow. We did very good job. So this is what I used. I used this, I did the spoolie. That's not the spoolie side, but I did the spoolie thing. I tweezed the excess hairs that were under here. And then I went in with my little Swiss Army knife, which has these tiny little scissors, which is what my hair lady, she doesn't use the knife, but she has these little scissors and she brushes them up and then she like cuts along, and that's how the brows get like short and like perfect. So this one, I did great. This one right there, I cut a chunk of my eyebrow off. There is brow missing there. Cut the whole chunk out. You see the difference, guys? You see that? I did that. So I thought, oh my gosh, this is great. I can do it myself. You know, I'll probably still try again. I'm hoping that these will still grow in. Good thing is, that's what they invented eyebrow pencils for and all of that good stuff, because we're just gonna have to fill it in until it grows in. But I'm pregnant, so they say that when you make mistakes like that, your hair doesn't grow back in. So I don't know, maybe it will never come back. We will see. Oh God, let's turn on this fan. This is my life. Okay, I just wanted to tell you guys about my eyebrows. In order for me to get ready, I need to turn this fan back on. I'll be back when I'm dressed and ready for the day. We have made it, guys. We are dressed and ready for the day. Makeup done, hair done, eyebrow situation is fixed. All is well. And I'm just getting ready to put on my perfume for the day, which leads me to today's sponsor, which is Scentbird, which I love, and I have found my holy grail perfume. If you guys are unfamiliar with Scentbird, Scentbird is a fragrance subscription where you choose one designer fragrance a month to try out for $17, and there are upgrades available and you can try 2 to 3 fragrances a month, so keep that in mind. Some of their top brands are Gucci, Prada, Versace. Those are just a few of the brands, and then they have up to about 600 different brands to choose from. Before I show you what I got and before I show you my new favorite, if any of you at home would like to give Scentbird a try, they have very kindly given me a code to share with you guys. Make sure you click the link below and use code MMINX to get 55% off your first month with Scentbird. That's only $8 for your first month. So now let me show you guys what they have sent me and what I picked out. This is what it will look like. You'll get your vial of scent, which looks like this. All you do is twist it up, which allows you to spray the perfume. And to see what perfume you have or what scent it is, and just to see how much you have, it literally just pulls out of the bottle like this. And then here you have, is it upside down, guys? I'm not sure. Your scent. So this is the first scent that they have sent me, and this one is Christian Siriano, Silhouette, I believe, and the keynotes for this are green apple, cassis, I'm totally butchering this, freesia, sheer jasmine, and praline. So you get a card with the keynotes, which is awesome, and then a picture of what the bottle looks like. Rebecca Minkoff Blush. This one is amazing. Larry really likes it as well, which is always nice. Keynotes for this are Italian Bergamot, Blackcurrant, Jasmine Absolute, Pear Blossom, and Tonka Bean. We have yet to reach my holy grail. I'm gonna guess it's this one. This is the one. This is the one. I think it's the one. It is. Okay, so this is Dirty Hinaki by Heretic. So this is a plant-based parfum. What I really like about Scentbird is they now have a clean section. I don't know how long they've had it, if they've always had it, but there is a clean perfume area, and I love that, and I've been pulling from that. And this just, oh my gosh, it smells like a Christmas tree, essential oily, like just very good, and it lasts on my skin. The keynotes for this are Cedar, Hinaki, I'm probably saying that wrong, Cypress, Elemi, E-L-E-M-I, and frankincense. I give myself a good old spritz on the wrist, on the back, down the shirt, in the hair. OMG, I love it. If you guys want to try with my discount, please try this scent. Of course, pick any scent that you want, but I'm telling you, she's liquid gold. And then the last scent is Commodity Velvet, which is amazing as well. Keynotes for this one are clove bud, vanilla flowers, rose petals, and skin musk. Look at this beautiful pink. And there we have it. So those are the scents that I have this month. Again, Scentbird, thank you so much for sponsoring this portion of today's video and introducing me to my new Holy Grail perfume. Again, my code is MMinx. All the details will be listed down below for you. Also, I'm so excited. Okay, guys, all right. So my tip of the day, which you guys, not my tip of the day. Yeah, my tip of the day through my pregnancy app was to pack my hospital bag. I can't speak. My best friend Angela had hers packed and she kept asking me, she's like, did you pack your bag? I said, I have not yet. I have not had a chance. I need to get on that. I need to do it. And then my tip of the day on Sunday, it's Tuesday as I'm filming this, on Sunday was pack your hospital bag. And I said, right, okay, I'm gonna pack it. Actually, I think it was Saturday. That's what I did on Saturday. I packed my hospital bag. Remember in the last vlog, I couldn't figure out what the heck I did on Saturday? I packed my hospital bag along with Larry's stuff and the baby stuff. So the baby has his bag and Larry and I have one bag. I did not want to overpack, bring too much, bring a suitcase, bring all this stuff. And I started getting really overwhelmed when I was packing it in the first place. And I'm like, okay, am I packing too much? Like, this is ridiculous. And I started like shredding through it and watching YouTube videos and getting inspiration and like doing the Google search, like what do you actually need versus what the hospital gives you. So I finally completed that. So let me know. I've already had a few requests, but I don't want to film it if you guys don't want to see it. So let me know if you guys want me to film what I packed in my hospital bag for myself, for Larry, and for baby. I know those are very popular videos on YouTube. There's a lot of them out there. But if you guys want to see specifically what I packed, feel free to let me know in the comments and I will film that for you guys if you want to see it. I'll show it to you. Here is everything. So mine and Larry's stuff is in that bag. Baby has his own bag, which this bag was very kindly gifted to me by Mina Bay, which was the sweetest thing ever. It is such a beautiful bag. It's a backpack and it fits like a dream. But this is everything. So we are set to go. For the exception of 2 items that are on their way that I ordered, that I'm gonna just toss in that bag. Oh my God. Please let me know if you're pregnant or if you've been pregnant. I'm just shy of the 32-week mark. What the heck? That's crazy. And constantly out of breath. My feet ache. My feet freaking throb. Let me just be honest about it. Although I will say pregnancy has been glorious. It has been an amazing dream. I've been very fortunate and it's just been incredible. But I will say I need to do a refresh on the dryer. Do you guys ever have that happen where you let the clothes dry and then you don't fold them, so you need to do a refresh to get out those wrinkles? That's what we're doing. Anyways, I was in the middle of telling you something. Pregnancy has been great, basically, and I've been very fortunate and very lucky. But I am to that point in pregnancy where my feet are just aching. The minute I get up in the morning, I put my feet on the floor and they're like, it's this intense throb. And then of course the breath thing, like constantly out of breath. Talking doesn't help. If I wouldn't talk, we'd be fine. But also, let me show you these tulips that Larry got me. We were at the grocery store. It was the cutest thing ever. And we were walking through the produce section and Larry was right next to me and then all of a sudden he wasn't. And I turned around and I looked and he's like picking flowers out of the flower bin at Publix and he was picking me tulips. And he's like, Minx likes tulips, so I'm gonna get you some tulips. And I said, babe, you just made my day. That was the sweetest thing ever. So he got me one bunch of tulips and I split it into 2 vases. They're kind of starting to go. I've had them for a couple of days now, about a week. Look how cute they are. And then I just put them in this glass. I'm loving clear glass vases. I'm in quite a phase with that, but here they are, looking beautiful. This plant is flourishing here in the corner. She gets a bit of the natural light from outside. Again, guys, look at that pool. So nice. And then this plant, I have got to tell you. So my dad came over for Father's Day weekend and he's like, man, that plant got huge. And it sure did. I don't know what I've been doing to it. Well, I water it once a week, but it has just sprouted and I've had it for years and randomly it has sprouted. I don't know, it's amazing though. Oh, you know what I need to tell you guys about? My blood platelet results. They came in. So the doctor hasn't called me yet, but because I have an account with Quest, I got the blood work results the next day through Quest. You have to download the app and that's how you get it. Although that's kind of a scary thing because when I worked in the medical field, you know how when you go and get anything done, like nobody's gonna tell you what's going on until the doctor sees it and the doctor calls you and lets you know. Well, if you have an account like the app, like you're able to see things before the doctor calls. And when you look at your blood work, I will say from my experience working in doctor's offices, you can be low or high in a certain category, but it's still in the normal range. Even though it's not the normal range on paper, it's still okay. Like, of course, check with your doctors. Obviously, your doctors will tell you, but I know from experience that is the case. So, but when it comes to my platelets, now I do know, why am I talking to you guys in the kitchen with the dryer running in the background? Let's go back to the living room, hold on. Okay, here we are. So, remember the whole story. If you are new, you have no idea what is going on. Basically, I have low blood platelets. I always have ever since I was 18 years old. That's when they first found it. And they have no idea why. I think it's just because I run that way. Maybe there's an underlying issue that we just don't know about yet. I don't know. But I've always been low. But basically, they need to be above 150. Like the normal range is 150 to something. I always focus on 150 because that's the lowest end of normal. And mine are never there. They're always like 125, 120, you know, that was my normal range. Pregnancy can lower blood platelets even more, but for somebody who already has low blood platelets, I think it's just making them even more low. So at my last appointment, my blood platelets were at 100, exactly 100, technically 100,000, but they label it as 100. And in order to receive an epidural, they need to be between or 100 or over 100. Mine were at 100, so I wouldn't have been technically able to receive an epidural. So she's like, all right, well, let's test them again. Let's just see where they're at. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna eat kidney beans. I'm gonna eat all the leafy greens. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Now, it was a short amount of time, but I got the results back. They were freaking 88. 88. 88. They dropped even more. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know? So basically, I've had 2 tests in a row on my blood platelets. Both would be considered fails in the hospital eyes to receive an epidural. So I'm coming to the conclusion, and I'm gonna have a real chat, and I'm gonna be very open and honest about this chat. You may judge me if you want to judge me, but here we go. I'm just laying it out how it is. So I started looking up, okay, I just need to realize most likely I'm not gonna have an epidural because of the platelets. And a lot of you guys have given the best and sweetest advice, so thank you in advance. Please keep it coming because it's great motivation. But I started researching like breathing techniques, hypnobirthing, like all these things, and I noticed I would read something and I would judge it instantly. I'd be like, oh yeah, right, okay, sure, okay, like it's gonna be so and I'm like, why am I being so negative? I'm like, that needs to stop right now. And I think that is what a lot of us do in life, not just pregnancy or talking about things like that. You just hear something, it's not what you wanted to hear, and you automatically get negative about it. That is so bad. And I read it to Larry and I said, let me guess, you think it's kind of like a joke? And he's like, yeah, it sounds ridiculous. And it was something about the fact that pregnancy or labor isn't painful, you just have to breathe through it, and it's all like mind over matter kind of thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, if only it was that easy. And I just kind of looked at it very negative. So did Larry. And I looked at him and I said, and see, we need to stop doing that immediately. Because come the day of, I want to practice from here on out. We only have soon to be 8 weeks until little guy is born. That's at least his due date. He could come sooner, he could come later. But the point of this conversation is, I looked at Larry and I said, we need to switch our thinking, period. It is not okay what we're doing, because that's how you set yourself up for negative energy, for failure, for everything. Yes, I judged the situation and I was like, that is So what I'm doing now is doing my research on breathing, and I'm trying to change my thought process to be open-minded about these new things and how to control my breathing, how to control my body as much as I can, and not look at it as such a negative thing. So I want to give you guys that tip too, that if you're going through something in life, and I understand, harder, sometimes easier said than done. Trust me, doing it, trying to teach myself, trying to retrain the thoughts. But I hope I'm explaining this well. Let me know if you guys understand what I'm talking about. But I just thought that was really important. And I was proud of myself, at least for catching myself doing it and realizing that we need to change that. And if I'm going to have, I'm sorry, I keep doing those hiccup things. If I'm going to have a positive birth experience, I need myself to be open-minded, and I need my husband to be there for me and to also be open-minded and to help me get through childbirth and pain and those nervous feelings and those thoughts. And I've always been very open and honest with you guys, and I plan to be in pregnancy. Like, I'm training my thoughts now, but hopefully my thoughts will be in the right place come birth. The most exciting thing is getting to meet little baby and getting to see him, and that's, I think, what I need to focus on. Like, yes, it's painful in the moment, I am sure, but the focus will be doing it for him, like being able to see him, and that's what I need to retrain my thoughts in. So if you guys have any recommendations, and also I had talked about the breastfeeding on Audible, the book. I want to listen to that on my vacation. I have yet to listen to it, and I need to do that. But if you guys have any like recommendations on breathing and or certain specific things that are very helpful to you, let me know, because I'm open to all the research. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. Let me know over there. So anyways, I just wanted to have that little heart-to-heart chat, little heart-to-heart chat with you guys. And yeah, that's how I'm feeling about the situation.